Hi everyone, myself Dr.S.DHIVYA, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce and Computer Application in Dr.S.DHIVYA College of Arts and Science, Annapolis. In this case study video, we are going to discuss the topic of international trade. The case study we have taken is an agreement and the tariff quota. Like this, we know the meaning of international trade. It is nothing but both few countries merging for trade. For selling the product, they are having countries, that is called international trade. Like it may be buying or the selling process. So based on that two countries norms, the rules they have to follow. If suppose if you are having a mutual agreement between the India and the China, both countries have the international trade for the product. They have to have a mutual agreement between them. So that agreement should cover the tariff, and also they have to mention the restrictions. Like we can say what are the product we can impose, what are the product we can impose for the export and the import, the quantity for the product we have to mention, the value of the product we have to mention. All these categories we have to specify in the mutual agreement. This will dispose, or this will not create between the disputes between the two countries like India and China. So we have a small case study about the international trade, how the agreement should be between the countries. So what are the tariff quotas they have to mention in the agreement. So we have a small case study discussion with the Krishnakant, Anushya and Roshni. We will call what we do.
To foreign market. Imported, the process of purchasing goods and service from another country. Entry ported as now re-export. This involves import goods from one country and then imports them to another, sometimes after they have been processed or added to them.
Children, we are talking about the international trade, about the exporting and importing of the goods, right? So we have the international trade agreement from the China.
Myself Sri Amisha. Today I will talk about the international trade agreement. Agreement is a typically refer for the mutual understanding or agreement between two or more partners. Often formulation write the document outline of the terms and conditions. It's a five types in the agreement: employment agreement, sales agreement, service agreement, and contract. In the five agreement in agreement letter.
Yeah, Anisha talk about the agreement of types of agreement. We have a small discussion about the meaning of types of agreement later. Before that, we have what is quota and what it means about. We ask from the Roshni.
Hi everyone, myself Roshni. Talk about quota. What is quota? Trade quota is a government imposed limit on quantity granted for specific goods, imports and exports during and given the period time. Once the limit is reached, no more than product can enter the country with our own bill. Purpose of trade quota: to protect domestic industries from foreign protections, to protect domestic for the agreement, to supply chain control supply and meeting the standard price, to promote the employer, to promote payroll of employment, to reduce imports and exports balance of payment. Imports types of quotas: imports quota and export quota. Import quota means a direct limit on the amount of product can be imposed. For example, India limiting the import can certain agricultural product. For export quota, a limit on the quantity of goods level only controlled by the exporter and allow to export another imports. For example, a country recommends rice exports are mainly even about country or time or quantity.
Very good, Roshni. Already I told you about the types of agreement. Can anyone explain what is employment agreement?
The employment agreement is an agreement of employee and employer contract on the employee method is the employee method. For example, working hours, unpaid leave, and the other one is job roles and responsibilities.
Okay, very good. So the